Morning folks, it's an absolutely stunning morning here at Glencoe. Sun is out. It's not quite a blue sky day, but it's not a kicking the chunkies off it. A little bit of snow last night. Might make getting out the car park a bit sporty, but I'll have some nibbles and then we'll continue onwards and scout out parts of Scotland.
Solar panels and power banks ready to roll, packed with enough to nourish our soul. Canned beans and whiskey stashed in the back. We're leaving tonight and not coming back. We're heading for the highlands where the rivers flow, where the misty mountain air will greet us slow. Got a bug out plan and a map in hand, leaving this town.
After yesterday's negative video about bugging out and how it's all going to go horribly wrong, let's talk about how we can maybe make it go right. So there's no point in picking a bug out location that's 20 miles, 100 miles, 200 miles from home. It'd be as well as being the moon. If the arterial roads, back roads and that are shut and you're having to walk it, you might be walking it with 1,000, 2,000 other people with the same idea. And you might be carrying more stuff than them that they decide they want. So, and also the bug out location that you're going to. When was the last time you were there? How well did you scout out the route? Did you do it in winter time and summertime? Could you survive? Could you thrive there? Lots of things to consider. Bugging out without a bug out point or place there's no point, and you'll end up in no place. So scout out some places. Scout out some places with some fresh water. Scout out some places with some seawater, fishing points, some wood, some flat ground, perhaps even a building that could be repurposed that you know and that you've checked regularly that you could access if you had to. Possibly pre-position some kit there, or close to there, or en route to there. But it's got to be someplace you can get to. I mean, I'd watched the thing on YouTube and the guy had signed up to this Vivos place and he'd paid so many 100,000, and yeah, it looked great. If you got on with everybody else there who's also armed to the teeth, and it was like a 15-hour drive. I don't want to rain in MD's parade, but you're never going to get there. You're never going to get there. If things are that bad you've got to go, then you ain't going to get there. And that'd be the same as where I am at the moment. You could make a go of it here if you had to. I know the area well enough. I know where there's fresh water. I could fish here if you had to. You could hunt if you had the ability and the kit to do so. But I couldn't get here. There's no way. Even with a vehicle, even assuming the roads were open, it would take me 3.5 hours to drive here. So that's not going to work. So you would need some place that's close enough but far enough. And consider, if where you are is safe at the moment, why bug out? Unless it's a city, in which case I could understand the thought process that things are going to hell in a handbasket, the hordes are descending, people's homes have been burnt out or whatever. If you're at no imminent risk and you don't foresee an imminent risk, stay put. If it's that bad that people are doing all sorts of terrible shit and things have went all horribly wrong, stand fast, hold your ground. You're potentially in a defendable position versus being caught in the open road. Because in, let's be honest, 2-3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks, people that aren't prepared, probably most of them ain't going to be here. Whether that's through catching something through the water they've contaminated, it's been contaminated, they've drank, they've had no filtration, might even have starved to death within a month. Something might have horribly happened to them. So if there's no rush, there's no rush. Don't rush out to go to a bad place. Have a good place picked out, make sure you can get there.
Rusty trucks roaring and the road is long. Got my boots, my hat, and my country song. Leaving the chaos far behind, searching for peace that we need to find. Solar panels and power banks ready to roll, packed with enough to nourish our soul.
So now that everybody's scared to death about bugging out and all the horrible things that's going to happen to them and yeah, all that good stuff, let's put it in perspective. The chances of that ever happening to any of us to that extent, they're not that high. They're really not. God forbid, the worst thing that should ever happen that you require a bug out bag, or a get home bag if it's in your vehicle, that yeah, your car's broken down, you're snowed in, you need extra supplies, or your house is flooded, the pipes have burst and you need to decamp to a hotel, or you've got a house fire, you've got all your documentation, something like that, zombie apocalypses and all that sort of shit. Let's put it in perspective. It's not that likely. It's something to be aware of, social disorder and disruption of power grids and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, bad things could happen, bad things you should prepare for, but please keep it in perspective. Life's about here and now as well as the future. So this is Arasaig, and it's in the northwest of Scotland. It's probably one of my favourite places in the world. It's amazing. If you're going to bug out anywhere, let's just call it camping, right? Go camping, come here, chill out for a weekend, chill out for a week, bring the kids. Keep the bad stuff at the back of your mind and keep all this good stuff in perspective. Alright folks, have a good one, bye bye. So these are the silver sands of Morar, which is a stunning part of the country. It's absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, it's been greatly abused in recent years. Irresponsible camping, people crapping on the beach and leaving rubbish and tents and stuff. It's criminal what's been done to this area. So largely the locals are pretty fed up with it, which is not a great surprise. It's a stunning part of the country to live in, and it's a beautiful part of the country to visit, but it's being abused and wasted. But if you get the chance, you should totally come up here. It's absolutely beautiful. Bring a kayak, little inflatable boat, paddleboard, whatever you've got, go play in the water. It's crystal clear right to the bottom, and it's a silica sand beach. You won't find better.
Rusty trucks roaring and the road is long. Got my boots, my hat, and my country song. Leaving the chaos far behind, searching for peace that we need to find. Solar panels and power banks ready to roll, packed with enough to nourish our soul. Canned beans and whiskey stashed in the back. We're leaving tonight and not coming back.